In 1979, the world witnessed the unveiling of Apocalypse Now, a war epic that explored the complexities of the human psyche amidst the chaos of conflict. Helmed by visionary director Francis Ford Coppola, the film plunged deep into the horrors of the Vietnam War. This gritty representation of war was both applauded and criticized, ultimately cementing its place in the annals of classic cinema. Factsverse presents This Is Who Died During the Filming of Apocalypse Now. If this classic war movie leaves you wanting to try your hand at high-stakes military strategy, then you'll want to check out the sponsor of this video, Conflict of Nations. Conflict of Nations is a free, online PvP strategy game. You choose a real country to lead during World War III, while you fight up to 128 other players in real-time tactical combat. These games can take weeks to complete, allowing for deep levels of strategic planning. You're in control of the strategy. Choose to forge alliances with other players, or declare war on your neighbors to take over the world. Conflict of Nations is available on both PC and mobile devices, and you can play with the same account across all devices. If you click the link in the description, you can start playing today and get an exclusive gift, which includes 13,000 gold and a 1-month premium subscription for free. Substance abuse on set. During production of Apocalypse Now, substance abuse seemed to be rampant among cast and crew members. Notably, Sam Bottoms, who portrayed Lance, admitted to frequently using acid and speed on set to maintain a certain edge during filming, often engaging in these activities alongside other cast members. Additionally, Dennis Hopper, who had a history of drug use, often appeared on set under the influence of various substances. Even director Francis Ford Coppola wasn't immune to the allure of narcotics, resorting to smoking marijuana to cope with the stress and pervasive influence of drugs on set. The director's descent into despair. Coppola faced enormous pressure and challenges while filming Apocalypse Now, to the extent of contemplating suicide. Financially, he had invested his personal assets, including his home and vineyard, into the project, fearing the loss of everything due to the project's increasing costs and delays. Throughout the production, Coppola experienced frequent nervous breakdowns and harbored thoughts of exiting the project in any way possible, even considering scenarios where an accident might release him from the responsibility. Filming amidst a civil war. The production of Apocalypse Now was perilously positioned amidst a civil war in the Philippines, where the New People's Army was known to kidnap civilians for ransom, thereby putting the entire cast and crew at significant risk. Additionally, the helicopters rented for the production were often requisitioned mid-filming by the Philippine government to engage in battles, resulting in interrupted scenes and escalating costs. Despite the hazardous conditions, including real explosives and chaotic scenes, the crew managed to avoid any loss of life, a feat considered quite fortunate given the circumstances. Typhoon Olga's havoc. During production, Typhoon Olga struck, causing extensive damage to the sets and forcing a halt to the production. The aftermath left the crew struggling with various health issues, inadequate medical assistance, and escalating costs that were spiraling out of control. In addition to the physical destruction, the typhoon exacerbated existing tensions and frustrations, pushing the cast and crew to their limits and further delaying the already troubled production. Controversial slaughter scene. Coppola's decision to include the real-life slaughter of a water buffalo in the film sparked immense outrage and controversy. Despite the criticism, he defended the scene as a representation of local customs and practices, a decision that received condemnation from animal rights groups and earned the film an unacceptable rating from the American Humane Association. Martin Sheen's near-fatal experience. During filming, Martin Sheen experienced a series of personal and health crises, culminating in a heart attack at age 36. He faced an injury sustained while filming an improvised scene and the physical and emotional toll of the grueling production schedule. His heart attack further strained the already tense and chaotic production, causing a ripple effect of stress and concern throughout the cast and crew. A crewman lost his life. In the dense jungles that served as the backdrop, the quest for true-to-life cinema soon encountered a somber and grim reality. The The set, a vibrant and unpredictable space, mirrored the chaos depicted in the narrative itself. Real-life napalm explosions and helicopters swirling dangerously close overhead created a setting where danger seemed to lurk at every corner. This backdrop of volatility was candidly acknowledged by Coppola during a Q&A session for Apocalypse Now: Final Cut, where he depicted scenes of near-miss accidents with flares and detailed the unyielding challenges they faced daily. But amidst this backdrop of controlled chaos, a genuine tragedy unfolded. During the construction phase, which buzzed with the energy and urgency of a project of this magnitude, a Filipino worker met a cruel end. A fallen log became the tragic instrument of loss, a stark reminder of the very real perils that loomed within the bustling film set. This devastating event casts a somber shadow on the film's creation, a reminder of the sacrifices and unforeseen dangers that can accompany the pursuit of cinematic brilliance. As a real-life tragedy unfolded amidst tales of on-set eccentricities and challenges, it stands as the most heart-wrenching chapter in the story of Apocalypse Now. The entire crew was detained. In the cluttered atmosphere surrounding the filming of Apocalypse Now, the boundaries of reality and fiction often blurred, casting a shadow that seemed to penetrate even the most obscure corners of the production. In an occurrence that appeared straight out of a thriller screenplay, the entire crew found themselves ensnared in a nightmarish investigation as local authorities arrested them on suspicion of corpse smuggling. As the production demanded an unprecedented level of realism, the team sought various avenues to accomplish an authentic set design, even if it meant delving into the morbid. This commitment took a dark turn when it was discovered that some members had sourced real corpses to use as props for the harrowing war scenes, unknowingly involving the production in a gruesome black market for dead bodies. Local authorities were alerted to the presence of these corpses, leading to full-scale investigation. Upon discovery, the shocked crew were rounded up by the police, finding themselves at the center of a horrifying inquiry that threatened to engulf the already troubled production. Every person associated with the project was questioned extensively as investigators tried to trace the origins of the corpses and to uncover any potential foul play. Fortunately, after a painstaking investigation, it was determined that the crew had no direct involvement in the sourcing of the corpses. The people responsible were identified and apprehended, absolving the production team from any criminal charges. Harvey Keitel's departure. In the initial stages of the production, the filming terrain seemed as volatile as the story's backdrop. Originally, Harvey Keitel, revered for his performance in Mean Streets, graced the set as the leading man. However, Coppola soon felt an unsettling discord between Keitel and the character's essence, leading to his decision to replace Keitel with Martin Sheen. The swift change at the helm led to speculative whispers and sensational headlines, marking the first of many dramatic shifts within the production. Keitel's presence now merely haunts the final cut, captured only in a fleeting shot from behind aboard the boat. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these wild facts about Apocalypse Now was most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks again to our sponsor, Conflict of Nations. Engage in epic battles and take over the world. Click the link in the description to start playing today and get your exclusive gift, which includes 13,000 gold and a 1-month premium subscription for free.